to my channel, the LEAN MindBody Coach TV. In the last video I showed you how to turn this bad boy of a vegetable, cauliflower, into cauliflower rice. If you haven't watched that video, there will be a link just under this video where you can learn how I actually make the cauliflower rice grains. In this video I'm going to show you just one way in which you can cook the cauliflower rice. And what's great about cauliflower is it's rich in B vitamins and it's low in carb. It's a low carb vegetable, so you can use it to replace so many dishes. I love this bad boy. But today we're gonna make one of my favorites, just one of my favorites, which is cauliflower mushroom rice. Now, you will see me using this appliance here in the lifestyle kitchen, which is really my front room. I've just kind of adapted it so I could do this cooking demonstration. It is one of the first times I've used it, and it did say that it may smoke a little bit. So if you see it smoking throughout the video, don't think that I need to call the fire. It's smoking now. Don't think I need to get the fire extinguisher. It's actually what happens one of the first times you use it. So if you see a little bit of smoke coming out, like you see coming out now, I'm fully aware of it and there's nothing to worry about. So let's start. Now, to cook cauliflower rice, a lot of people recommend using oil. Now, I'm not a fan of using oil. I always use a kind of dry, non-stick pan. And that's the best way I've found to do it, because what you don't want to do is make the cauliflower rice soggy. You want to make it as grainy as possible. If you haven't got a non-stick pan, then yeah, just use a little bit of oil just to base it, just a thin little bit of oil. And what I like to do is make the pan as hot as possible. So I turn the heat up really high because I want the pan to be as hot as possible. So let's start with this cauliflower mushroom rice. Now, I'm gonna add some onions to my cauliflower mushroom rice. Now, if you're not aware, onions are slightly higher in carbs. So if you're on a very strict keto diet where you've got to keep your grams down very low, then maybe you don't want to include onions all the time. But I love to include onions from time to time. And today I'm using red onions because I love that kind of aroma and flavor you get from red onions. So this has been on for a while, so it should be really hot now. So let me add the onions in here. You can hear it sizzling inside there. So we're adding the onions. Let that just simmer there just for a moment. Now we're just gonna add the mushrooms, okay? So these are some mushrooms I've chopped up really fine because I like my mushrooms to be really fine inside my rice. Maybe not use all of them. Let me see how much cauliflower I've got there. Well, yeah, I think I'll use a little bit more. So we'll have that, just let that cook there really nicely. You can see it's nice and hot. It doesn't take long to cook the onions, just to heat them a little bit. Constantly keep moving it, because remember, this is incredibly hot. So you don't want it to stick to the pan or burn. So I constantly move it around so it doesn't stick, or it doesn't burn. Okay, so there we have that's cooked. And now I'm just gonna add the cauliflower rice. There we are. So I'm gonna add the cauliflower rice, and then I'm just gonna add some black pepper, a reasonable amount of black pepper just to season it. Then, a little bit of salt there, yeah. And then let's add just a little bit of garlic, yeah. So half a teaspoon of garlic salt. I love to use garlic salt instead of the fresh garlic on this. And again, I'm now just gonna mix it around. Because the heat is so high, what you want to do is mix it continuously so it does not stick. You don't want it to stick because the heat is up so high. So I kind of mix it every, say, 30 seconds. I really do keep on top of it. So we'll just keep moving that around, stirring it around. Just move it. I like to use a kind of a flat wooden spatula just to move it around. You're going to slowly start to see the mushrooms incorporate into the cauliflower rice, and You know, it takes, I would say, about 3-4 minutes to cook. Not long, especially on this high heat. But again, what you really want to do is have it, you know, shelly. Remember, you know, it's a vegetables, and if it gets too wet, it will just be soggy, and you don't want it. You want it kind of grainy. So this is the best way I have found to be able to cook cauliflower rice on a really high heat with no oil at all. Yeah? Just keep constantly moving it around. That's coming along really nicely there. I mean, you can use any ingredient you wish. I mean, I'm using mushrooms here. I also make cauliflower rice and peas, which maybe another time I'll show you that recipe. But you could do your special fried cauliflower rice. You can just, you know, be imaginative. And this is the thing about being a low carb diet. You don't have to miss out on anything. You can just be creative and create some wonderful meals for you and your family. So this is the mushroom rice coming along really nicely here. Yeah. And I think that should be near enough done. You know, you cook it to your taste. But for me, this looks like it's kind of mostly done here now. Okay, so that's the cauliflower rice. Let me turn this off here. Alright, so now I'm just gonna pick up some of the cauliflower mushroom rice, and you're gonna see how it looks. Can you see how? Put a little bit more on there, so you could just see how that cauliflower rice looks there. Alright, just easy. It's a beautiful accompaniment. It doesn't look that much different from rice, well, in my opinion, and it can go with anything. So let me just see how this tastes here now, straight out of the pan. Oh, that's lovely. Absolutely wonderful. So, this is how you make cauliflower mushroom rice. As I said, if you didn't watch the video previously to this that showed you how to make the cauliflower grains, it should appear at the end of the video, and there'll also be a link under this video so you can learn how to actually make the cauliflower grains to make the rice. So, until the next time we meet each other in the Lean Mind Body Lifestyle Kitchen. Bye for now.